fame wasn't the same as Jefferson Airplane or Starship. But, and you know, I like Grace Slick. I'm saying the same, but a lot of hippies sold out.
Yeah.
Was my point. Once they started, like, having kids and then not abandoning them.
Welcome back to the Grindhouse Podcast. I'm your host, Cheese Film, and joined with me today for a delicious Thanksgiving dinner, leftover, is Mr. Hecubus.
I want to kill. I want to kill.
And of course, manning the cameras over there is the one and only Randy Official, turned robot, turned Sasquatch, turned Yeti is he.
Hello.
So yes, this is they never have Thanksgiving on a Saturday.
No, that's weird.
So it's always on a Thursday.
Weird.
But so this is our holiday episode. This is our Thanksgiving episode. And actually, this episode we had planned on doing last year for Thanksgiving, and we never got around to doing it.
What are you thankful for?
We did Planes, Trains, and Automobiles last year.
Instead, yes.
Yeah.
What are you thankful for?
What am I thankful for?
Yeah.
Oh, a whole bunch. I wasn't expecting that question.
Yeah, I mean, we got it real quick.
Well, I'm thankful for the love of my peers and my family and my friends and our followers.
All right, do a better answer. What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for everything we got to do this year, and I mean our family. And then this is going great.
Yeah, it is. It's going really good.
I am thankful for that. And gratitude, vitamin G.
Vitamin G.
If you have do something, internally to be grateful for something, it's healthy for you. And I guess that's a proven scientific fact.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that. I didn't know that. What about you, Randy? What are you grateful for?
I'm thankful I got my Jaws cards in the mail.
Oh
I'm thankful I got
How about that
a
your
baby
baby's
coming
all
on the way.
doing good.
Yes, for those at home who didn't know, Randy Official is going to officially become a father. And his baby might or might not look like an abominable snowman. No, but of course we're thankful for everybody. And today's movie is going to be it's kind of a look into the past. It's
Totally.
a total time window into
It
the time period it takes place. We're talking about Alice's Restaurant. Came out in 1969.
1969.
Directed by
Arthur Penn.
Arthur Penn, yeah.
Arthur Hill is somebody else. Listen, Arthur Penn, Stockton, Massachusetts is where the actual restaurant was, and Arlo Guthrie was there. And Arthur Penn happened to be in that area, and he heard the story about the garbage.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, and then he heard the song, and he's like, "This would make a good movie." So we contacted Arlo Guthrie, and basically him and another guy wrote it. Arthur, I mean. And it's based on his song. But listen, his name looked familiar to me, so I had to look up other stuff. He directed Bonnie and Clyde.
Okay.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Came out a couple years before this. Also, Little Big Man. Now, we should probably do Little Big Man, because that's got to be a cult classic. It's Dustin Hoffman is a 100-something-year-old, 160.
Uh-huh.
He's old, Native American. Or is he Native American? No, he's not Native American. But he tells a story about the West and that kind of stuff, and it's all basically BS.
Okay.
But it's a really good movie, and it's almost 3 hours long. It's long, but it's good.
Wow.
And also a movie I had to watch back in the day because I was into Jack Nicholson movies called The Missouri Breaks.
Okay.
It's got Jack Nicholson and Marlon Brando in it. And it's also a very good movie.
Big duo there.
Yeah, right. Oh, by the way, Arthur Penn would he would go on to be a TV producer and produce lots of Law and Order episodes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah, and I know I've seen his name in the credits a ton of times.
Didn't we just talk about Law and Order
Yeah,
too?
we did.
Last episode.
What'd you say?
Last episode.
Yeah.
So this movie was classified as a comedy musical.
Yeah.
When I looked it up. I don't think this movie is a comedy. I don't think this movie is a musical.
Could have fooled me with that too.
Well, it's got some jokes in it. Wouldn't consider it a comedy either. It's more dramatic, melodramatic than funny. Mm-hmm. And some of the stuff is pretty funny. Like, I had to crack up out loud because it's in the song too. But when they get caught, we'll tell you what's going on here if you haven't seen it in a minute. But the cop's like, we found an envelope with your name on it underneath a bunch of garbage. He's like, I cannot tell a lie. I put that envelope underneath that garbage.
Well, then they,
It's a good joke.
They go back and forth, just just back and forth. I thought that was kind of funny, but I don't think this movie is comedic at all.
It's not comedic. It's got jokes in it.
It's but it's not even like jokey jokes. It's just like,
well, like that. That's a clever thing to say.
Yeah, but joke. It's nothing I wouldn't put outside of a person saying it.
Yeah,
you know, right. That's what I'm saying. Like, it feels like it's just not almost slapstick. A documentary. You know, like it's like literally looking at.
No, that's kind of funny that you say that.
This person's life, but it also focuses on other people too throughout it. So like it's interesting
real
to say the least.
Well, mostly real people too,
and like real problems and real things. Like, it's not. None of this feels.
And it's all real. Arthur Penn was older, and he wasn't a hippie person, and it's kind of like that kind of a person looking at counterculture lifestyle, and that was a big bone of contention for Arlo. He does not like this movie, and
really
neither does the real. Alice doesn't like it either.
Really?
While Alice, it comes off as kind of a hoe in this movie, like they're free love people, and she's like, I was never had anything to do with a guy that was on heroin, and that guy was totally made up for the movie, and she wasn't that promiscuous. She kind of had a thing about that, but I think because I wasn't around then. I think it's a pretty good time capsule. This is what America looked like in 1969.
And that's what I was kind of getting from it, because the movie kind of starts out with a whole what's that word? Forloming kind of cloud above it with the draft is going on.
Yeah.
And
that was a big deal.
Yeah, and like people were dodging it left and right, or they were sent off to it because they were, hooligans or criminals.
Yeah, right.
That was your choice.
Which is weird. It's true that he got denied to be in service to go to Vietnam for being arrested, but other people were arrested, and they said you could go to prison or you can go to Vietnam, and they went to Vietnam.
Yeah, and I don't know because he wasn't even arrested for something terrible.
Right. It's not like
I don't believe he was saying all that kill stuff either.
I don't know.
You know?
But it would be... I know. We'll talk about that when it comes up.
But he's telling him that he could get Huntington's disease.
He probably did have Huntington. His dad...
died from it.
Woody Guthrie, who wrote This Land Is Your Land, and was basically a pinko. Because he was a communist sympathizer. He was never in a communist organization, but he had communist ideas. For example, telling everybody this land is your land and it's my land. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not somebody else's. Or in communism, there's no private property whatsoever. But he was a pretty influential folk artist. And everybody, if I say this land is your land, everybody knows it. I just think it's ironic that a lot of conservatives will sing that song, and it's a communist song. It's a commie song. But he did have Huntington's disease, and his grandmother died of it too, just like he says in the movie.
Yeah.
And two of his aunts.
So the character, he's making a safe bet that he's going to have it too.
Yeah. He didn't end up getting it, I don't think. He just died recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like 2000-somethings.
Huh.
Pretty positive. So did Alice.
That was 20 years ago, though.
No, 2000s.
Oh, like the 2020s?
I mean, in this century, the 21st century.
Okay. That's a pretty long life.
Yeah, it is.
But you brought up how he was a folk guy.
Right.
This movie, I think, is folk movie.
Yes, it is a folk movie.
You know, like if you like folk
Like
music,
he's got
and
a
folk
cue that. Go ahead and put that one up there right now. The one you just had there. Yeah, that one. That's Pete Seeger, another giant folk guy, and they're playing. Him and Arlo are playing. Those are real folk musicians playing to another folk musician while he's
on his deathbed.
On his deathbed, yeah. But
That's
yeah,
pretty
that
interesting.
all that stuff was true. Him going to his father's hospital room and playing with Pete Seeger, obviously. Well, not obviously, because it's an actor, obviously playing him. You know, that's true. Alice really did have a restaurant inside a church, in the back of a church, and but it was called the Back Room.
It's called the Back Room in this too. Back Room.
Yeah,
restaurant.
you can see a sign for it, but everybody knows it as Alice's restaurant. But anyway, that's all true. The garbage part's all true, and he really did try to get out, not going to the draft, and it ended up being for his criminal behavior. It's all this stuff is Arlo's life.
So I didn't know this was a true story. I thought
Right.
this was all kind of fabricated.
Yeah, and silly
Yeah,
from the song.
Not even really silly, but just like a legend.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
just like and that just being it, like an American legend kind of thing. Because and I kind of want to talk about how this is too, because it's a very special movie for us to be doing on the podcast, because it directly correlates with something we've already talked about and how it exists.
What?
Well, we'll get there.
Because
But
I was comparing it to something else that we also did.
well, not comparing it, but like this, the
in
only
my
reason
head.
this exists is because of this other movie that we did. And if this movie didn't do what it did, this movie
Are we
wouldn't
thinking of the
exist.
same movie?
We might be.
On three, say it.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Head.
Yeah, we are.
No way.
Wow. I was getting real Head vibes from this, and I think this did it better.
I think this did it better too. But as we previously talked about, Head ushered in a new wave of the American cinema.
Yeah, right.
With things like this movie. This is
Yeah.
the exact thing that we were talking about, and this is a perfect example of basically an indie movie getting a big time treatment.
Yeah, right.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like, it was a guy wanted to make a movie. He wanted to make a movie about America. It's not clean. It's not polished. You could barely understand stuff people are saying.
Sometimes, yeah.
It's dirty. It's not well lit. Like, it's not a polished film, and it feels like
There's a lot of shaky hand camera stuff, like when they're on their motorcycles. You know they got it mounted on there, but it's like...
yeah, and like it feels like America. It feels it, and I was thinking about this. Once the movie finished, I was doing something else. I just was pondering the film, and I was like, this feels more like the American dream than the American dream does.
Right.
Where you can just be on your own, live life however you want to live,
Yeah.
start your own little commune of family, people who you get close with.
Right.
And then like everything's kind of great and wonderful. And then that realization hits that like it's not all forever, that things are
Yeah.
fleeting and that people
Yeah.
will move away or die. And you're kind of left with a feeling of like, well, that I lived my life kind of thing. The
Yeah.
road's coming to an end.
He mentions that too, to that woman with the blonde hair who makes a pass at him.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was her. About I'm just waiting for my life to get started, and what am I going to be doing? Do you know what I mean? Because he's young and just a self-aware like that.
Yeah.
And like what you're saying. Like what's my story going to be?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly that. And like even the cover, like
Yeah.
you said we should do this for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving happens in this movie an hour and 20 minutes in.
Right.
For like 2 minutes. It's
Yeah.
right before they dump all the trash and
Right.
get arrested. Like, and I was wondering like why, but like it does have a sense of like coming together. And,
Yeah, totally.
Like we've because they were together and then they all left and did their own thing and then they all came back together
Right.
for Thanksgiving.
And true story wise, Arlo ended up buying that church and reconsecrating it. It's some kind of children's learning center now.
Wow.
But yeah, the guy Arlo Guthrie, he walks the walk. You know what I mean? He doesn't just talk about crap and then when things get a little dicey, abandons it. He lived his life the way in his hippiness.
Whatever.
The whole way. Like some people, like Grace Slick, and I'm not crapping on Grace Slick or anything, but she, in the 80s, she was an 80s person in the 80s with the money and the clothes and all that stuff. But in the 60s, a lot of hippies did that kind of stuff, and that's why I'm saying that. But he kind of stayed that.
He never left it.
Maybe because he was kind of from the folk kind of thing, and his fame wasn't the same as Jefferson Airplane or Starship. But, and I like Grace Slick. I'm saying the same, but a lot of hippies sold out.
Yeah.
Was my point. Once they started, like, having kids and then not abandoning them, like having a love child, basically, and like people like, well, hang on, I'm gonna have to take care of this, and then like I don't know, it's a good start to the end of the 20th century.
Yeah,
because like a lot of things start stemming from that. Because like Alice is not happy in her marriage. They ended up getting divorced, and their divorce was finalized on the day they shot that wedding scene.
Wow.
And she's in it too, the real Alice.
Huh.
But yeah, it didn't last. And you kind of get the feeling
it doesn't
of that.
feel like it would.
Yeah.
I almost was surprised she went through with it in the first place.
Especially because she's sitting there, and then he wants everybody to keep going. She's got such a look of contempt on her face. She goes along with it, but like going along to get along with your husband, who's kind of, I don't know, the alpha personality, is something that's going to go away in the 70s and violently. I didn't say violently, but I don't know a better word. It's not violence, but women take their shit and then they stop taking other shit and like they become their own person. Instead of like, hey, Alice is going to make us something to eat, so stay. You know what I mean? They're not the subservient. They become a partner, not a employee.
Property, yeah. Well, feminism,
Right, and the 70s was full of that stuff. And it kind of starts, like, Alice is, they made this in 1969, and it's the beginning of all that now and women's movement stuff. And it's kind of prophetic, because it's not like he made it looking back. He did that, and then going forward, Alice lives her life like that. Like a lot of women in the 70s.
Yeah, and the way the movie ends, you've seen The Graduate?
No, I never saw The Graduate.
You've never seen The Graduate?
No. Where they're driving in the bus, I know what you're talking about.
So he interrupts the wedding, they run off, they get on the bus, the Sound of Silence is playing, and they're acting all happy, but the camera just holds on them as that kind of fades off, and they're left with the consequences of what they just did and the uncertainty of what is going to come from this. And that's exactly how I felt with this, because they used the song Alice's Restaurant. Yeah. Once he's like, well, you can write us a song. It becomes a motif in the movie. And at the very end, that's how the movie ends, everybody leaves on their wedding day, and she stays outside, the husband goes back in, and like the song plays, it just keeps trucking and panning, and I'm like, this is dread. Like this feels...
It doesn't have a happy ending, even though it was a happy thing.
Yeah. And like she's holding back tears and stuff. Like it
just stands there, doesn't move, doesn't look around, not just stares.
Stuck in her situation while the rest of the world moves on. And it's it hurts to watch, you know. I almost thought I missed something, and I rewound it and watched it again. I was like, no, that's exactly what's happening. Yeah. But no, I'm just, I wouldn't go so far to say as like I love this movie, but I'm glad I watched it. Yeah. You know? Yeah. Because it's very,
it doesn't translate well into, it's a 60s made movie. Yeah. That doesn't have any pep to it, really. It's a slice of life kind of thing.
Yeah, it's almost as if nothing happens.
Yeah, it is.
Like there's no giant growth. There's no...
That's exactly what I felt watching. I was like, what is happening?
Yeah, right.
I was like, is this just a movie with no plot? Like, I at one point was like, I I don't even know who I have to care about. This long hair guy comes a lot, so he's the one I have to care about. But I just got hung up on the fact that I knew a guy who kind of looked like the main guy, and I was like, all right, I can't. I stopped watching. I couldn't. Like I literally.
You didn't even watch the whole movie?
I had no idea where I was.
How far did you get?
You
said something about the garbage upstairs.
I think about there.
Do you see him reverse the truck or the van and all the garbage falls out?
Yeah. I think like exactly there is where I was like, I'm done. I didn't know. You guys sometimes will explain the movie, and I'm like, oh, that sounds like a good movie. Like what you guys said sounds like it's good. I don't know at all what you guys are talking.
I watched the wrong movie.
Sometimes
I saw a guy with a guitar hitchhiking, going to see a sick guy, and then dumping off a bunch of trash.
Which I thought was like, okay, it's gonna be a music, but I get why he wants me to watch it, yada yada. And I was like, where's the restaurant come in? And then I was like, I thought this is like a serial killer movie. Like, I didn't know even what this movie was about when I started watching it. And then it didn't help. It starts off talking through the credits, and you're like, oh, I have to care. Like, immediately.
It's a lot of monologue.
A lot of talking. Right. And then it's, like you said, it's 60 style. So it's not good audio. Like, and then part two.
It was all ADR, good audio. I think.
It definitely was.
And then part two, it's not a good 60s movie where you're like, no, this is well written, has plot, yada yada. Like,
well, you got to remember though that this like why I brought up head Hollywood was burned out. You know what I mean? Like this was it started the new wave
of 70s movies. Yeah.
So you've got to give it that,
because like Bonnie and Clyde, which Arthur Penn also did, is long and sprawling like this, but you would like that more because people get murdered, and so, you know what I mean. It's Bonnie and Clyde. You know who that is.
You know,
there's action in it.
I know who that. I haven't seen the movie, but I know who they are.
And like Warren Beatty's a better actor than anybody in this movie. In this.
They did get like
what's
people,
but like it doesn't. It's not Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. It just kind of goes through the whole thing. Mm-hmm. And this does the same kind of thing. And that kind of storytelling, like later on would be like a Taxi Driver.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like this, then this, then this. It's these things all just keep kind of happening.
But Taxi Driver does kind of have moments where you can be like, what's this, and this, and this.
It does kind of.
You know, he does go through a progression.
Totally.
He does not. Arlo is just letting the world breeze by him. And see, this is something like it's not an art house movie, but it makes you feel like it's an art house movie because like the guy you're following is just letting the whole world pass through him, and we're on his shoulder just
he's not passed through him
because
he's kind of like the world is a river and he's a leaf on it.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean?
Like, he's just going with everything.
Yeah,
and
but
doesn't
you
want to
feel
go to
that
Vietnam.
he's going through everything, and he's avoiding that like the plague.
Right. So like,
and nobody blames him.
He really did go to school in Montana, but like he gets thrown through a window, and that's a problem for him. That's why he's got to leave. He gets thrown out of school and stuff. But that never happened. And he said all the people in Billings were very nice and great to him. And he would look like that. And we're talking about people in Montana, which are not generally hippie people. Uh-huh. Maybe freedom kind of people, but they're not going to be, right, free love and long hair on men.
I liked the billboard that said, like, save the world, cut your hair.
Yeah, I like that one too.
It's really funny. I also like when he gets fingerprinted in D.C., he flips them off. Then there's a close-up of the guy's eyes getting mad, and he switches his fingers around for peace. I thought that was pretty cool, too, and fit into the vibe. This movie is more of an experience. It's an experience more than anything else.
Totally.
But what were you looking up, Brady?
I was trying to see if I'd like any movie from that time period, and I didn't know any ones that I looked up. So I
from the time period of the 60s or the 70s?
Or
1969.
Yeah, I don't know movie in there I liked.
You know what else is in?
I think it also just dated like
Well, that's what we keep saying. So it's literally a window into the.
You know, there's another, like, this is going to tie in too, but Woodstock, the movie they made out of the festival, I don't remember who made it, but it's real different like that. And I guess it's more of a documentary because there's not really a story. There kind of is because they follow the guys that set it up a little bit. But that's a movie. It's like over here on screen is Jimi Hendrix playing. And then, like, in the middle is a shot of the crowd, and then over here is people backstage. It's really kind of...
I think I own that, funny enough.
Yeah, it's long, too.
It's a box. I have a box set.
3 days
of
long
Woodstock.
it takes to watch.
Well, that might be the actual footage from...
It might.
It's probably the movie and the actual stuff.
Shout out Tom had.
Are you playing with something over there?
No. Oh, I have a wrapper.
Oh.
It can't be picked up.
No, I was just
this movie premiered right after Woodstock Festival.
Wow.
So the whole, like, zeitgeist is in the headspace of this movie.
Did this movie perform well at the box office?
Well, it didn't. I don't know if it performed well, but it made money. It was like $6 million it made back in 1969.
Yeah, that's pretty good on a budget of probably
17.
Yeah. But it does. You get kind of a nostalgic feeling for a time period I was never even a part of.
Right. Yeah. Definitely.
I wouldn't even thought about when this movie was taking place, or even when this movie came out. And it's still it felt like it's almost a love letter to it. It's very.
I think that too, and I say it like that because, like I said earlier, Arlo didn't like it, and he walked out of the movie in the premiere, and has never liked this movie, and he kind of thinks that Arthur Penn got it wrong. But I don't think he did. I think he got a little more closer to reality than maybe Arlo would like to, because he's living that life and elevating its worth.
Yeah.
Whereas like when the Beatles went to Haight-Ashbury, they're all like, yeah, peace and love and all this, and the Beatles go there, George Harrison specifically, and it's like it's just a bunch of drug addict bums. It's really sad. I don't want to be a part of this. And that's the reality of it. Like I mentioned in a different episode about the Laurel Canyon people. Mm-hmm. And, they have a thing, and while you're living it, it's the best thing that could happen. And then when you're looking back, well, maybe this stuff wasn't so great.
And that's what it made, and that's kind of what I was trying to hit on, is that, like, I felt nostalgic for this, and I'm not a hippie. I'm not somebody who drives around in a Mercedes-Benz or a Volkswagen microbus. Yeah. I'm not part of a motorcycle club. I'm not living in any of that, but, like, I have this group of friends of different walks of life, and together we all come together and we play D&D every weekend, and it just kind of feels like that. Like it's not about what it is; it's about the relatable experience of a community that you basically build on your own.
Yeah, right.
And like we're just trying to escape the man, like
yeah, exactly. And like the motorcycle guy is a heroin addict in it. And he's made up for the film. So, like, every drug addict is trying to chase that
the first
time. And I think, I just thought of this, too, while you were just thinking of this. Ray is doing the same thing. They don't like that the guy did heroin, and they keep trying to help him out. And, like, Ray's violently against the heroin stuff. But Ray's chasing some dragon the same way that guy is. And that's why, like, on that wedding, he doesn't want it to ever end, the party to ever end. He can't handle real life, it seems like. And he does all the work to get this thing all going and everything. But he has his own addiction of something. And I think that contemptuous look that Alice gives him, it kind of sells that. Yeah. You know what I mean? And everything and every time, this isn't the greatest time ever. No. We might think it right now is, but we're going to look back on it and see the cracks in it.
Yeah.
And that's what this movie does. And I think that's why they had a big problem with it.
I also thought that this would have been like the perfect Bob Dylan movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you really get that watching that new one.
I haven't seen Complete Unknown.
Complete Unknown. That movie is great. Great. And ironically, in that movie, Bob Dylan goes into that Woody Guthrie's room, and Pete Seeger's there, and they all play a song. Well, the two of them play a song for Woody.
That's pretty neat.
Because he was a huge hero to Bob Dylan. That movie is great. It is great. And talk about its warts and all. Bob Dylan don't come off smelling like roses, man. He looks like an a-hole.
Do you think it's a little weird that they...
And Timothy Chalamet does a great job.
Do you think it's a little weird that they make these biopics about a person who's like still alive?
Yeah.
You know?
Like Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
I'm going to check that one out too, and he thinks it's weird.
A little weird.
Bruce Springsteen, I saw him on an interview talking about it, and he likes the kid that plays him, but it's like weird, and that's got to blow your mind.
Well, because it's like, well, this is my life, right? But like, my life's not over yet.
Right.
You know? Like,
and like lots of times I got to be like, these three people are represented by this one character.
yeah.
And these four events happened that these three characters did, but this one guy is going to do this one thing to represent all of it. And that's just got to be like, well, that's not what happened. Like, we're making a movie,
Well,
Chief.
like the Bohemian Rhapsody movie is wildly inaccurate.
Right.
But like the rest of Queen had massive say in how everything's going to be performed and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And like he kind of can't do that. Mm-hmm. You kind of have to let somebody else basically tell your story.
Do.
And that I bet would also feel really weird because like Rocket Man, I guess Elton John had a giant hand in, but I
didn't see that one.
I didn't either.
And
And
your mother said I wouldn't really care for it.
I don't not like Taron Egerton.
Uh-huh.
I just don't. I think he's trying to sound like Elton John too much, and it's a little insufferable
Oh, really?
to me. Yeah.
Huh.
Not that because like when there's this movie called Sing.
Yeah.
It's an animated movie,
cartoon,
and
yeah.
he plays a gorilla, and the song he does is "I'm Still Standing,"
Okay.
which I think is what got him the part for Rocket Man, because he
I wouldn't be
sounds
surprised.
pretty similar. And then he's in Kingsman, and those two got off really well. And
Uh-huh.
I think Elton's like, yeah, I want him to play me.
Oh,
and
cool.
it kind of looks like a young Elton John too.
Yeah, I've seen pictures.
But man, like when he's singing, he does something with his voice that kind of sounds like he's got like a balloon in the back of his throat. I can't keep listening to it for long periods of time. And the whole it's a musical movie, unlike this one. It's an actual musical movie with huge. And I do want to see it because of all these huge set pieces and stuff like that. And
Right.
they recreate his whole life and all those wild costumes he'd wear.
Right. Yeah.
And I would
that's
like
cool.
to see it, but at the same time, I'm like, I can't listen to him. So.
Yeah, Arlo did. There's like music basically throughout. It's guitar music, and that's all Arlo Guthrie. And then Joni Mitchell does a song. That's her singing it at the funeral. Well, when they go to the motorcycle guy's grave. It starts with an S. I can't remember his name. Don't matter. He's not a real person. And then they sing Arlo re-recorded. The soundtrack to the movie is him just doing it. Mm-hmm. But you really want to hear the live version that he did like for like 300 people where he wants them to sing along. And he's like, that was terrible. And we're going to do it again once it comes around on the guitar. The song is great. It's a really fun song. It's 18 minutes long, and I used to make you guys listen to it every year. And you guys hated it. You couldn't take it, and I just thought it was funny. But, what was I talking about? But yeah, that's the one you want to listen to. So he does do the song at the parts where it's going to be happening, or it just happened, or it's happening on screen. Because Alice's Restaurant Thanksgiving Day Massacree is really about the draft and avoiding the draft, because he does go to Alice's restaurant. She says, can you get rid of this garbage for me? And they don't realize, and this is in the movie too, that Thanksgiving the dump is closed. Yeah. So they just dump it someplace where they know people dump garbage. And they get caught, and then the small town police force uses every thing they have to, and it's kind of comical in the movie.
Yeah, it was. It almost felt
and then he
wildly
doesn't
out of
talk
place.
about like the guy falling in the bushes, or they make a plaster of Paris mold and it break it, and people falling over themselves. That guy, put that back up for a sec. And the 23 8 by 6 glossy photographs with his arrows and the circles and the paragraph on the back describing everything. That cop right there, that's the real cop. That's really Obi. Yeah, he said, if I'm going to look like a fool, then I'm going to do it. I don't want somebody else making me look like a fool.
Oh, fun.
The judge is also the real judge.
Okay, that's cool. It's cool that they do stuff like that. Like in Goodfellas,
really cool. Yeah.
When Henry Hill's talking to the lawyer at the very end.
Yeah.
That's the real lawyer who...
Right.
I like when they do that.
I do too. Or like...
they get the real people.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and Johnny Depp walks by a guy, he's like, there I am. And it's Hunter Thompson.
Hunter S. Thompson's a weird guy. It's somebody should make a movie about him.
He's great, man. There's all this stuff that kind of ties in with the Alice Restaurant because he was of this time and then kept going, but man, he led a wild life. Wild.
Well, he invented the kangaroo journalism.
Gonzo
journalism.
Yeah.
The kangaroo court.
Yeah, Gonzo journalism.
Where you're
not supposed to be part of the story, and he is an integral part of every story. It's great. I read a lot of his stuff, but we should probably do a double feature of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas that Terry Gilliam made, who did 12 Monkeys, and then Bill Murray played him in a movie called Where the Buffalo Roam, which is a cult classic.
I think I've heard of Where the Buffalo Roam.
Yeah, because I've said it and said you need to watch this.
Yeah,
you should do it.
That too.
You want me to bring up the list? It's on the list. But yeah, like if you have any interest in counterculture stuff, this is a good movie to watch.
No, absolutely.
And I think it's a better representation than Head, but you should probably watch Head too, even though I don't like it anymore. But you should probably watch that movie too.
Well, yeah, you should watch that movie too. But like, I would definitely say watch this movie to experience what it was like after basically the fall of the golden age of Hollywood.
Yeah, really.
Because this is what all of this is the new wave. This is what will become some of the greatest movies ever made. Start here.
But like, I don't want to say it. But, I think if you're looking at it from a film guy's kind of perspective, exactly what you're talking about, you can also see it as it's a pretty accurate representation of America at that time.
Yeah.
And it is, while it's happening too, and it works that way too. But like, definitely, I think it helps usher in that whole new wave. And then where Brian De Palma and George Lucas and Francis Ford Coppola, Scorsese, all those guys come out of.
Yeah,
it's the beginning of their whole the thing that they're going to be a part of.
I'm kind of surprised that this is just a standalone. I couldn't find it in any like boutique label or anything that, because I really feel like this, even like the with the.
I think Arlo Guthrie does a commentary for it.
Not on that.
Okay.
This has got chapters and trailers on it.
Oh, okay.
Which is the biggest disappointment you can ever get on something is when it's just the movie, the trailer, and the chapters.
Oh, it's only the movie's trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have trailers for what else is coming out. I mean, like that, I don't know when that started, but like you go to like the 2000 stuff and that's got trailers like that. I
kind of like that whenever I put in an old movie and I see trailers for like Daredevil coming soon. You're like, oh, this is kind of cool.
That is cool.
I like when I'll put a movie in and that's how it starts, is with trailers. Before the menu gets to the menu. Because then you feel like you're actually like reliving a movie theater experience.
And you keep playing in your own house. Like, another one.
Yeah. And they're way out of date like by the time you're watching them.
Yeah.
Speaking of main menus, I like cool main menus.
The death to the main menu, man.
I recently watched 8 Mile, and even that has a cool
do you look for Easter eggs?
In 8 Mile?
And any DVD that's got a cool menu, I always look for Easter eggs.
A lot of them do.
Yeah.
Different, like secret codes you can put on your.
I don't like the secret code so much. Yeah, not every machine will do every secret code, but like Terminator 2, if you put in the date of Judgment Day, you can watch an extended version of the movie.
Oh, that is cool. I didn't know.
Yeah,
that.
it's great.
That's for
I
dorks.
miss cheats and codes and stuff. They just took that completely out.
Play
But like that's a
Helldivers.
lot of Easter eggs. You just you're going through the different selections, and you can hit left or right, and then something will light up, and you can click on it, and it's an Easter egg.
Yeah, I think
The-
I
Cool
missed
little
that.
Grinch Who Stole Christmas had a whole bunch of those. The Jim Carrey one.
Huh.
Like you can, it's like the menu bar, and then you like push up at a certain place, and it's in the menu now, and there's
That's pretty
Games
cool.
or
One,
something.
did you ever see Castaway?
Yeah.
Used to have it.
oh my god, yeah.
There's a Easter egg on there that has Robert Zemeckis talking to people about the movie, and he's like, they're like, "What was in the box?" And he said, "A solar powered satellite phone."
Which would have helped him.
Yeah,
That's a good movie too. That's got some great
yeah, it is a pretty good
acting. And
movie.
you know, everything on the island had to be ADR. None of that's
Oh, I
live
don't
audio.
doubt it because it's always windy and the surf.
They wanted it to be.
It probably would have sounded like this. Yeah,
Castaways with Wilson, right?
yeah,
Wilson!
yeah,
That's Tom Hanks too, right?
yeah.
Two. Was the first
I watched 8 Mile.
I think they,
so I was like, I've just
Tom
been
Hanks
watching
is in
Tom
8
Hanks
Mile?
movies.
That's Eminem.
Not 8 Mile, Green Mile.
Oh my!
Wildly different movie.
I watched Green Mile.
I was like,
recently.
okay, I didn't know 8 Mile had a cool.
No, I watched
This was
Green
going
Mile.
along with you. Yeah, Green Mile's a Tom Hanks movie.
Green
Yeah.
Mile.
That's pretty
I
good.
Saw on 2 VHS tapes. I never even saw the video or the DVD.
So you haven't seen it since it was on tape?
Yeah,
Watch it again. It's real good.
it was
really
pretty
good.
good.
Especially because we just brought up before this Welcome to Derry.
Yeah,
All that stuff plays into it. We
Yeah.
know he's shining and all that. What's his name? I cannot
Halloran?
remember his name. Halloran.
Yeah.
Had a bigger role. Have you seen the newest episode?
Number 3. Yeah,
And the clown's showing up now.
yeah.
The episode that will come out for us tomorrow. I think you'll see the actual clown more, and I'm excited for that. Courtney and I are going to do another episode
right.
about it. We did the first
on
2.
Sunday.
Yeah, it's great. Oh, it's good,
It is pretty good, and boy, that first episode
isn't it? Yeah.
that would really hook me. And then yeah, it's good. It's good. I can't wait to see. I want to find out what's going to happen because
Me too.
They
Well,
keep saying it's a Pennywise origin story, which it is absolutely not.
Well, Pennywise is the clown,
Right.
so in a way, I guess it is. It's not its origin story.
Right.
It's the origin story of how he became the clown.
But even that, and I don't think it's the origin story of the clown.
Well, I think we're about to get to the clown because at the freak show at the last episode, I think he was the clown, the girl clown, because she has the same thing, and I think her eye went sideways.
Oh,
and
I
the
thought
way
she was just
her
looking that way.
balloons were. I don't know. I don't know.
I didn't think it was her or the Pennywise, but
But Pennywise is the name of the clown, and in the second part of the It movie, there's Skarsgård without the makeup on, and he's talking.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's the real guy he possesses or takes over or replaces to be the clown. I don't know exactly anything really about it. I never read the book. I don't know how
Right.
it's all tied,
None of that stuff is in the book.
but this is how
There's
it's gonna
no. It's called It because
be. It's a
you
thing.
can't describe it, and they like any kind of backstory, like the black spot is. They kind of go into that, and then there's something else happens. I think when you see people with the trees, like somebody talks about, I swear to God, this bird was flying away. It had balloons attached to it. Like that's how his origin kind of stuff is done in the book. It's not fleshed out whatsoever.
I didn't. Well,
And I think
he doesn't have
there's
a reason
the
to do
turtle
that.
stuff comes in after too. I don't think the turtle thing is in it.
In the book, or
Yeah, I don't think it's in the book.
I have never read it.
I read it in high school. It was a long time ago.
But yeah, no. Stephen King also. I have always thought he hated Kubrick's Shining,
Yeah, he did.
but apparently he didn't.
Well, that's what he said, and then I think he kind of came to terms with it.
He was on some late night show it might have been Jimmy Carson or something like that, but he was
Johnny
Carson, not the president. And he was like, well, as a movie, I think it's unbelievable. It's perfect. It's terrifying. It's everything. As an adaptation, I think it just misses the mark. But
yeah, it's not really an adaptation of the book.
Well, and he's like, well, and that's I'm giving you to make the book, the movie. I'm not making it. You are. And how he described it, it made a lot of sense for like as a writer, because he had more say over something recently at that time period, and he was like, "Well, I'm not writing a book anymore. I'm writing a movie. I can't just make if you want the book, you read the book. I've got to make it a movie now, which is completely different. It might have been for Maximum Overdrive,
probably, because that was based on a book or a short story of his. That's nothing like. Well, it's not nothing like, but there's a lot of differences in that.
So, I think that's another cool thing to look at,
Yeah, totally.
Did you guys watch The Longest Yard or The Longest Walk?
No, I didn't watch The Long Walk yet. I read the book, though.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Really? Isn't that a Stephen King story?
Yeah, it is.
With Mark Hamill.
Is Mark Hamill in it?
Yeah, he's the evil general.
Huh.
Oh, the new movie.
Did you watch it?
I know what happens. I didn't watch. I watched a video of somebody explaining the differences for some reason.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why I did, but it looked pretty good.
It
Seems something up your alley.
Because Mark Hamill's in it?
Yeah.
Mark Hamill is a character. I would not mind to meet him.
Yeah, me neither.
He's a cool guy. Meeting Billy D. Williams, even in passing,
that would be
pretty
cool.
neat. He does not like pictures taken of him.
Really?
At all.
Huh, that's
and
weird.
Bill Shatner was like that too, where like you couldn't, like if he's signing something or he was just sitting back there, you could not take pictures with him.
Yeah, but he might.
He never even did for the con I just worked, he was doing selfies, and it was the first time in 30 years that he ever let people take pictures with him at the table.
That's cool.
But Billy, like on this whole thing, everything was no photos. If you're in line and you're taking pictures of him, you get kicked out of line.
Wow.
Like that way, he was very serious about it.
Yeah.
And apparently, it's just what you can do with that photo. They don't want any part of.
Right, and I think you have to buy.
Yeah.
Like when you're gonna get a signed picture of him, you got to pay for it.
But he wouldn't even let you take a selfie up there.
Yeah.
And his son was with him, and God, does his son look just like him?
Billy D. Williams or William Shatner? Oh, okay.
No, Billy D. Williams' son was there with him, helping him around. He's also a character actor in a lot of Star Wars stuff. He was
cool.
One of the Jabba's Palace guys and stuff like that. He's been in Star Wars too.
Neat.
But you would honestly think that you just like Control-C, Control-V. And he's like a young Billy D. He looks just like his father.
The Han Solo movie.
I was kind of thinking why they did. Maybe he didn't want to do it. He couldn't act or whatever.
Oh, maybe he can't act. Yeah, because what's his name? Glover is a good actor.
Oh, he knocks it out of the water.
He is a great.
But
what you call him?
Lando. Yeah. But yeah, he was really cool. So I would like to meet Mark Hamill. I don't know about Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford.
Yeah, just don't be like, what about, did Han Solo shoot?
Did I tell you guys my friend randomly saw Harrison Ford in a bar?
Lives out in Morristown, I think.
Yeah.
Get the out of here.
He's got a house out in Morristown.
Well, then let's go.
He saw him in a bar downtown at his job. He was working, and he was like, I gotta take a picture with you, man. I'm so sorry. And he got one, but it's weird.
Yeah.
Downtown Knoxville.
Did I tell that story on here, or did I just tell you that story?
Which one?
This kid, he's a Boy Scout. This is like in 1980 or something. Gets lost for a couple of days, and it's raining and stuff like that. And like the third day, he's almost given up hope. And then he hears a helicopter, and he waves it down, and they come down, and they pick him up, and he's rescued. And the guy, the pilot, turns around and says something to him. It's Harrison Ford.
Wow. No, I did not hear that story.
And it was like 1980, right after Indiana Jones came out. So the kid got rescued by Han Solo and Indiana Jones.
That would have been wild.
Yeah, and then the kid, because it was like a week-long camping trip, went back to camping and told that story to everybody.
But yeah, I don't really have much more to talk about for Alice's Restaurant.
No, yeah, if you have any interest in 60s kind of stuff, you should definitely watch it, though. Definitely.
Or just as like you want to get into film history,
Yeah,
and all that kind
definitely.
of stuff. It's a good film class movie,
Right.
Which is kind of why I could be wrong. It might be in like the Criterion Collection or something, but this movie, it feels like deserves that kind of treatment.
Yeah, it does.
A lot of documentaries about it. A
Yeah,
lot of
especially the documentaries about it and
yeah.
the time around it.
yeah. But check it out. I found this at just a used bookshop.
Right.
Check it out. I believe it's on YouTube. It's
Yeah,
how
I
you
watched
guys
it on
watched
YouTube.
it, and
It's
on,
only streaming on YouTube right now.
It's not on Apple TV.
No.
Okay.
You might be able to buy it on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
I don't remember, but when I went to watch a movie, there was nothing came up.
Well, and this is the Blu-ray. Looked great.
Yeah, the YouTube one looked good too, and there were no ads in it for whatever reason.
But
Don't
so check it out. Let us know what you think. What is your favorite turn of the century movie from the late 60s, early 70s? Leave us a like, comment, and follow the podcast on all platforms. Of course, we are on YouTube and Spotify, but we're also on Apple and iHeartRadio and everywhere else you can listen to a podcast. We even got a Facebook and an Instagram, a TikTok, and a Patreon. So you should give us a follow on everything. We have a lot of exclusive stuff on the Patreon you should check out.
Is there a lot on there now?
Well, there's not a lot, but there's a hefty amount of it.
You know what we need to put up there?
What?
I think I said this to you. The Black Scorpion, man. That's a good episode that we do.
Yeah.
That is banned by YouTube. If we stick it up on Patreon, you should check it out because it's got a lot of images from video
movie
from the
itself.
Black Scorpion. You probably never heard of the Black Scorpion. Check it out.
No, it's great.
It's a damn good.
It's one of the better kaiju movies I've ever seen, and it has a third of the budget
yeah.
of the better ones. So check that out too. I have been Cheese Film,
Then I'm Hecubus.
And I'm ready official.
and this has been the one and only Grindhouse Podcast Cheese Film.